The North Texas hospital chain closed its doors today. The state requested that it voluntarily surrender its license. It's a mental health facility that I-Team investigator Ginger Allen has been digging into for 5 years and joins us with this major development.
I have spoken to patient advocates, attorneys, and politicians today who all say this is a win for patients whose voices were not only heard in the media, but clearly by a county and now by the state.
An eerie silence now surrounds the long-standing, once busy hospitals, which treated children and adults with behavioral and mental health issues. In Arlington, maintenance crews removed and covered signs. A note on the door reads, "Call 911 or go to the nearest emergency room." There and in Garland, those coming and going would only tell the I-Team the place is closed.
I'm glad that this is concluded.
Fort Worth State Representative Stephanie Click says we need quality facilities, and that's not what patients were getting here. The Texas State Health and Human Service Commission tells the I-Team it requested that the hospital chain voluntarily surrender its license. As of last week, the Tarrant County District Attorney's Office had indicted Sundance on 20 criminal counts for involuntarily and illegally holding patients against their wills. The I-Team's investigation goes back 5 years, with patients not only saying they were held hostage, but also claiming neglect, assault, and abuse behind these closed doors. Former employees have shown us pictures, they say, of patients' rooms, damage, and employees sleeping on the job. For years, we found these complaints and more substantiated in state inspection reports. Court documents also cite a suicide in September, reports of patients escaping, assaults, and a rape, and illegally injected chemical restraints.
We called it the booty juice.
In many interviews, children have told us about those threats with needles, the so-called booty juice.
Despite all the complaints, despite all the news stories, there was still a pattern of problems at this facility. They were not improving, and patients were harmed.
Again, the facility's closed today, and we learned about that from the hospital when it sent us this statement saying, due to the ongoing criminal prosecution, Sundance Behavioral Healthcare System is financially unable to sustain services to the mental health population in our community. As a result, the hospital voluntarily brought its patient count to 0. On December 21st, Sundance surrendered their license to Health and Human Services and is no longer accepting patients. Now, the DA's office tells us this will not impact its criminal investigation. It will continue, and so will our ongoing coverage of this issue. Ken, back to you.
All right, our thanks to Ginger for that. Of course, if you have any tips or questions for Ginger or any member of the CBS 11 I-Team for that matter, you can email them. Their address is iteam@ktvt.com.